sure my pipes are intact. Don't believe me, ask your boy in the back to the track. These recordings be important and responsible for drama like Sarah Palin, Joe Biden, McCain, and Obama.
Man, listen, we be on a life or death mission. Get paid like tuition or caged up in prison. One time for your mind, two ghetto politicians. 3 for all my niggas locked down in the system. Man, listen, we be on a life or death mission. Get paid like tuition or caged up in prison. One time for your mind, two ghetto politicians. 3 for all my niggas locked down in the system.
NYG.
They said New York fell off. Who bringing New York back? I'm like, where we went? What part the game is that? We've been here the whole time, anxiously waiting. Andrews paper chasing, pre-testing our patience. Now stop the presses. Listen up, this is not a lecture. More like a message with a flow that's as hot as peppers. Pop the only way you can stop this villain. I'm sick with it, couldn't with amoxicillin.
Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. The fans are making noise here at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. The Oklahoma City Thunder getting settled in. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for Chicago right now, Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. And it's Dunleavy in the 3 slot.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time. You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoff. Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella is all about power and force.
Here's Butler. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And that one's good.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Westbrook dishes to Kanter. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. Durant against Butler. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of you.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I tell you what, though, you might as well enjoy the moment. Make it last just a little longer.
Now here's Butler. It's Gasol with the drive.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Knocked loose. Here's Westbrook. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
And Butler gets it to go. Well, Thunder have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Bulls always seem to be tough on the road, and last season no different. They would end with 23 road wins on the year.
And that number was good enough for the second most in the East. Unlike shooting, it's very hard for defenses to go cold, and that's why the Bulls have been so good on the road.
And Waiters with the stuff.
Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And guys, touching back on the Bulls on the road, to illustrate how good they are on the road, last season marked the 5th straight year of a road record above 500. Incredible consistency as a franchise.
Ibaka goes in. And that one's good.
Oh, he got him. Gorgeous reverse.
The Bulls have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Rose passes to Dunleavy. From 18 feet away. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Yeah, you know, here's another stat for the Bulls on the road. Since 2010, when Tom Thibodeau took over, the Bulls have won almost 60% of their road games. That's impressive.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams comes in for Enes Kanter. And it's Roberson in for Waiters. The Bulls making a change here as well. Aaron Brooks, he's checked in for Rose.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
The Thunder with the lead. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And Heinrich gets it to go.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Singler outside. They set the pick. Collison kicks to Roberson. Here's Singler. Just 5 on the clock. He's off from 17 feet. Goes up at the stripe. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And it's 8 points for Jimmy Butler.
Perfect 4 for 4 for him to start this game out.
Yeah, he's looking good. He's got a nice bounce in his step to start.
Augustine dishes to Robertson. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. Throws it up high. And Gasol slams it in.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Augustine passes to Collison. And that one's good.
Looked like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
Butler. And that concludes a back and forth.
OKC, make some noise for y'all.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Butler team to Dunleavy on the perimeter. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. And it's Rose in at the point guard position. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Well, you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
And Westbrook, here we go. Wide open look. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers. You know, guys, one of the things that is always going to keep you competitive against the West is a good defense. It's one reason why the Bulls tend to be a tougher matchup for teams from the West, because they do D up.
They work hard out there. Go on, show your
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And Waiters has it in the corner. This one for 3. Westbrook can't get it to go. Bulls had a good year against the West last season. 17 up, 13 down against the Western Conference.
Yeah, and how about playing 500 or better against every division in the Western Conference? So.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Here's Durant. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard.
A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Trying to get open is Ibaka. Waiters no luck. The Bulls leading by 4. And it's Butler missing.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
Westbrook with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. A different look for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. Kyle Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Andre Robertson in for Waiters. Heinrich from outside. That's good. Heinrich's got 6 points.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
Mirotic gets the bucket. Here's Westbrook. 1:44 left in the first half. Got it. Good job in the low post.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime.
And injuries, once again, were a central theme of the Bulls' season last year. Losing Rose was one thing, but then having Jimmy Butler lose a lot of time put them in such a tough spot.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Adams. Durant comes in for Singler, and it's Waiters in for Roberson.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Some changes for Chicago. Joakim Noah's checked in for Gibson. Gasol comes in for Mirotic. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Kirk Heinrich. And for the Bulls and injuries, a lot of teams plan for these type of things. There's only so much Clark can do to mitigate losing your starting backcourt.
But I tell you, great respect and admiration for the Bulls for how they fought through the difficulty. I mean, their front court did what they could. The injuries, once again, I thought turned the Bulls from championship contenders to just a playoff team. Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Man, I like their approach to the game right now. There's tremendous aggression on both ends, putting the onus on the officials. How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. He made it look easy that time. I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
The Bulls have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight, and he makes the first.
Kevin, you look at their free throw percentage. They've been very efficient from the line today. That's a big factor.
We've got 13 seconds left now here in the second. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Up top, Canner. Back to Ibaka. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
There's Rose with the three. No good on that last second attempt there. And so we wrap up the first half. It's Chicago leading by 7. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
OKC, make some noise.
And now the third quarter about to get going. Kind of like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half, defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop him.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Kind of like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Inside, you've got Ibaka and Canner. Russell Westbrook out there with Roberson. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. The Bulls leading by 5. Rose up on top. He's covered by Westbrook. Rose can't hit. Rose has gone only 4 of 11 from the field. Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And Ibaka slams it in.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Westbrook against Rose. And that one is stuffed right through.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Thunder trailing by 8. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. Durant just inside the line. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Kyle Singler's checked in for Kevin Durant. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Then for the Bulls, Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And Brooks subbed in for Rose.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Gibson with the steal. And that's a foul called on Kyle Singler. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Gibson. And that one is hammered home.
power surge that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Chicago. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Brooks misses.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Roberson. Here's Adams. Gasol with the steal. Here's Mirotic. Bank shot, no good. Thunder trailing by 12. To the inside. Stolen by Brooks. And off.